Jordan Peterson has been suspended from Twitter for a tweet calling trans actor Elliot Page a sinner whose doctor is a criminal for performing top surgery on him. All he had to do to get his account back was delete this tweet, but he won't do it because he values insulting a trans person more than he values his own social media presence. This is, of course, what passes for principles among conservatives. And I'm glad that it does, because, it's great to just, see him throw his whole Twitter in the trash because they're trying to silence him on one tweet. Oh, yeah? Well, if you try to silence one tweet of mine, I'll silence all of my tweets. It's like, oh, yes, you truly have won now. Amazing. Also suspended from Twitter, though, is the trans chick who ratios everybody. Keffals? I don't know. Something like that. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. One of those maybe was right. Oddly, this girl actually wanted to debate me on religion a few days ago. I was kind of like, whoa, huh? I don't even really do debates, but I guess I'd consider it. But I don't really see why a trans person would want to defend Christianity to me. I feel like it's sort of like I'd be like debating a Jewish Nazi or something. It's like awkward. You're just sitting there like, hey, are you sure you want to defend this? It's like, oh, yeah, the Nazis, they want so bad, That's my Jew impression. A Jew impression. Sorry if it's bad. In any, I mean, if it's bad, I know it's bad. Like, it doesn't sound like any Jewish person in history. But I also hope it's not bad in like a offensive kind of way. So I was actually banned, from Twitter for like a week, not too long ago. Suspended, I guess, is the word. That black teenager that was kind of joyriding around that rich white neighborhood. And all the white bigots in the neighborhood, gather around. They threw a rock through his car. They threatened to shoot him, all that stuff. It was like a little bit of a social media kerfuffle for a minute. And I reacted to it, and I said that those people should be, marched into the ocean. I didn't use the word people though. I used the word that got Hassan banned from Twitch a while back. Apparently that's not cool, which I'm not sure why not, because, black people can say the N-word, right? That's the thing. I don't know why I can't say the snack word, I have that complexion. I'm whiter than a goddamn toilet seat. I'm whiter than the ghost of a fucking toilet seat. So I don't see why I can't say what I need to say, but I guess I can't. So anyway, I deleted the offending tweet. I just, they asked me to delete it. I didn't want to delete it, but I did because I decided I'd rather, silence myself once than allow myself to be silenced completely. Because I'm not a conservative, I guess. I don't see the great principle of like, I refuse to delete this one tweet, even though I don't think I should have had to. You know who was not banned from Twitter, though? Of all the people that were banned from Twitter, here's one person who was not banned from Twitter. Rep Marjorie Taylor Greene, right? Despite the fact she's got this tweet right here that seems to make it pretty clear that she thinks conservative gun owners should use their guns to kill abortion providers, trans people, and immigrants, to defend America, right? This tweet has 16,000 likes, by the way. She should be banned from Twitter. I'll just say that. She should be impeached from office. She should be kicked out of America. She should be tried as an enemy of humanity. She should be marched into the ocean like the fucking Ritz, she is. And once they're in the ocean, I'm sure she's going to find it, it's going to be a better place for her. You know what I mean? I heard a Disney song once that suggests it's going to be quite pleasant down there, Under us, you know what I'm saying? And just like her, the song had crabs. So, And I know what you lefties are thinking, by the way. You know, why am I talking about all these stupid, you know, Twitter bans when I should be talking about this horrible Supreme Court, this nightmare of a Supreme Court, right? That has returned women in our country to second-class citizens, you know. Now, look, I personally, I have spent a lot of my life devoted to the idea that all big-butted women should be enslaved by me, okay? And I'm going to put that forth so that you can understand that. My entire career has basically been one giant elaborate scheme to enslave all of the big-butted women for myself, okay? But that wouldn't make them second-class citizens in society in general, all right? They would still have all their same rights in society, but they would be my personal slaves, okay? And that's a personal ambition I have. Feel whatever you want about that morally, one way or the other. But that's a fact, okay? But that's just big-butted women, you know? And that's not because they're women. It's because they have big butts. That's the only reason. And, you know, I'm sure I would enslave some big-butted men as well. Just depends, you know? I mean, there tends to be more big-butted women, so it's just shorthand to say big-butted women. But really, it's just big-butted people of a certain sort of, you know, aspect ratio that I'm into. But anyway, they should all be enslaved by me, but treated very well, all right? Just, you know, like how slaves are treated well in the Bible, I would treat my slaves well. And this is not a racial thing. I want to make that absolutely freaking clear. Slavery based on race is disgusting and offensive. Slavery based on butt size, I mean, it's probably also horribly offensive. But still, it has not happened, okay? But this has happened, so we can address this. You know, women are second-class citizens in America now. Very depressing, very sad, especially if you happen to be a woman. I am not, but I'm still depressed. But I'm like, you know, 85% less depressed than a woman would be, because my empathy can only extend so far, obviously, because I still have kind of a penis, right? You know, so also the Supreme Court, they weren't content to just do that. They also decided they were going to go ahead and just like destroy the EPA's ability to regulate pollution, putting them, by the way, to the right of Richard Nixon, who created the EPA. They've weakened the writ of habeas corpus, basically saying that, you know, even the founding fathers didn't know what they were talking about when it comes to the Constitution somehow. They've made it okay for cops to not give you your Miranda rights, for them not tell you your Miranda rights. I mean, it's still technically they're supposed to, but there's now no penalty for them not doing it. So basically, it's now toothless. They have also gravely eroded the separation of church and state throughout multiple rulings, thus paving the way for a Christian theocracy. So, you know, as long as you recognize the authority of the U.S. government, there is nothing that we can do to counter these decisions. As long as you recognize the authority of the U.S. government. I'm going to say that one more time. As long as you recognize the authority of the U.S. government. So anyway, I'm getting a gun soon. Just transition. You know, I mean, unrelatedly to what I was just talking about. You remember what I was talking about a second ago? This is unrelated to that. But I'm getting a gun soon. So are you, right? I mean, you are as well, I'm sure. Because, I mean, if the answer is no, then I'm going to assume either that you don't live in America or you must just be kind of stupid. Because it's definitely gun buying time, I think. You know, even for you holdouts like me. I mean, I've spent 37 years on this planet. I've never freaking fired a gun. I've never fired a gun one time in my entire life. But it's time to change that tune. You know, I always hoped that I could live my whole life having never fired one of those things. Never did they hold much interest for me. But, you know, it's time for a human hole puncher. Because as my wife put it, you know, this isn't going to stop here. You know what I mean? Like, she kind of looked around at the world and said, this isn't going to stop here. We should probably have guns. And she's right. You know, so she's going to get a big gun. I'm going to get a big gun. And, you know, when someone comes around trying to take away my rights or whatever the hell, they can deal with me and my big fucking gun. And I know I'm starting a little late, so I'm not going to bother with all this aiming crap, okay? I'm just going to get me a room-clearing motherfucker the size of the dick that I wish that I had, you know, and I won't need a good aim. Anything in the general direction I point this motherfucker in is going to find itself cheese of the Swiss variety, all right? So anyway, I'm going to post a video every day this month, or I'm going to try to. I'm probably going to fail, just so you know. But that's my goal. My July goal is post a video a day. I hope you guys like this one. Let me know down below. I'm the Amazing Atheist. Oh, yeah. Wee. Ain't it a fun world? Oh, yeah. I know you think so.